Ever wonder what a trust is and how it might fit your personal financial situation? If so, stay tuned to learn more. Welcome back. Today we thought we'd touch on a nuanced and occasionally confusing topic of the wealth management process, trusts. So for Trusts 101, today we have Professor Alex McGid, Senior Trust Officer at Univest, to walk us through the basics of what are trusts, why might they fit your personal financial situation, and how are they best utilized. Alex, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Alex, let's dive right in. What is a trust?
From a high level view, a trust is a legal document that an individual can create either during their life or after death.
And we know it's one part of the estate planning process. Folks may think of wills or powers of attorney, living wills, but trust can be a nice addition in certain circumstances.
Yeah, working with your attorney in designing your estate plan, you kind of look at your goals, your concerns, and you work backwards. And and if a trust fits that bill, that should be part of your estate plan.
Alex, what are some of the different types of trusts that we see, or maybe the different circumstances where a trust might be appropriate?
Sure. I mean, there's trusts for everything, to be honest. The more frequent ones that we see are testamentary trusts, trust under will, meaning that within someone's last will and testament, they create provisions that say, effectively, if certain assets pass to an individual, here's conditions. That's what the trust is. It puts someone in charge of those assets instead of the person getting it.
And for whom might those conditions be appropriate?
Many times it's for younger individuals, people under 18, under the age of majority, or people who just can't manage their own assets.
And Alex, who's put in place to help? I mean, if the trust under will, obviously the grantor or trustor is not going to be around to see the trust through. Who's put in place to enforce the rules of the trust?
As part of creating a legal trust, one of the founding conditions is naming a trustee, whether that be an individual or a professional trustee. And they're the ones who's following those legal instructions and executing the terms of the trust.
And how might a trust creator determine who would be the best person to serve as trustee for any given document?
That's a question that we hear all the time, an individual versus a professional. There's no real right answer. It's depending on your circumstances. But, naming an individual comes with a lot of potential issues. For example, if an individual is named as your trustee, they may be subject to influence or guilt by the beneficiary themselves. They might not be investing properly or keeping records properly or filing the taxes appropriately. Compare that to the work of a professional trustee, all those issues are alleviated. This is what we do.
And really, trusts can be designed or tailored to fit almost any financial circumstance.
Correct. Yeah, there's a million different kinds of trusts for whatever the purpose may be, whether it's creating a revocable living trust during your life to help with your own investments and bill paying and taxes and just maintaining your lifestyle, all the way through special needs trusts and irrevocable trust and charitable trust, and I could go on forever.
We see it a lot with business continuity. We see it a lot with estate tax planning and everything in between. Alex, if there was one kind of overarching message to someone watching the video trying to learn more and determine if a trust would be appropriate for their situation, what would you like to leave them with, or where do you suggest they get started?
The first place to get started is speaking with your attorney, who's an estate planning attorney who can really walk you through what the options are, how to achieve your goals, and to recommend trustees that would be appropriate for you.
Excellent. Well, Alex, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And to you, the viewer, thanks for staying engaged. A brief primer on a very important topic. If this is interesting, if you'd love to learn more, don't hesitate to reach out. We'd be happy to walk you through maybe Trust 201 and take the next step to see if we can be of assistance in any way. You can visit our website, meetgerard.com, univest.net. While there, find contact information for Alex, myself, and the rest of our teams. We look forward to speaking with you soon.